Hello, people, beautiful people. Welcome to Genndy Month here at Content Breaker. Sit back and listen and or watch. If you're on YouTube, you should totally be on YouTube watching and listening as we dive into the mind of the great Genndy Tartakovsky, who, if you do not know who that is, you will be enlightened. I am joined for this experience by the samurai shogun Kelz, the symbiotic Zog, and the clone of the dude who worked at the laundromat, Erskine.
Yeah.
And Strange. And I don't know who I am. So I fit for this podcast. I'm here to figure out who I am. By the end of the month, I will let you know who I am and what Genndy universe I'm from.
Force. Or I was going to say Boy
Is
Genius.
It because of... who? What?
Boy Genius?
I'm a boy genius? I could
boy
be a boy genius.
Static,
I do have a lab coat. Don't ask no questions, but I do have a lab coat. Not like the Walter White lab coat. Like the
Doofenshmirtz?
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Like want to make a clock out of a potato lab coat. Like, I'm underpaid and I work for the state. But anyway, so let's get into it. As you know, or as you may not know, Genndy Tartakovsky is credited for single-handedly being the best thing that happened to Cartoon Network. Is that official? No. Is it accurate? Yes. So
pretty damn accurate.
Yeah. Who is Genndy, though? Genndy is a Russian-American animator, director, producer, screenwriter, voice actor, storyboard artist, and comic book writer and illustrator. If you can, create from it, he's probably done it. We sit here and we try and be your below average, podcasters, but to do all this, we're trying to do our best, okay? We're just going through it all, okay?
We are below average. We try our hardest.
Yes. We're like the wonder team that comes together to be a full person. There's no shapes or forms of. There's just one whole person.
We're form of a hippopotamus, shape of a 5-gallon bucket. But goddamn it, we're here.
Yes. And we're consistently here. We never left to get milk. So, we'll
or
always
cigarettes.
I do need some milk, though.
Well, you better DoorDash that. We can't leave you to go get it. But yeah, this man has done it all. And it's like I guarantee you, whether if you've watched Cartoon Network or really watched Western cartoons, whether you know it or not, you have ingested some form of Genndy into your system. Whether that has been the iconic Dexter Laboratory, the illustrious Powerpuff Girls, or just literally I think he even worked on the commercial, the Cartoon Network when they're going in the city and stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Like the old realistic cartoons.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network. Yeah.
The city, I forget what they're called.
Yeah, going to the grocery store, the Friday night thing.
Yeah.
The Friday night block, which again, Cartoon Network.
Cartoons.
Please, yes, cartoons. Cartoon Network. You want to make a bunch of money? You don't even have to go do anything. Just take the stuff you own and just start broadcasting it again. It'll work.
Only Teen Titans Go.
Bro, I don't even think Boomerang exists anymore. Get rid of Teen Titans Go. Strange is correct.
It really doesn't. But honestly, that's kind of how we got to start. Cartoon Network actually started as just showing you reruns of Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of us know about Scooby-Doo.
Two Stupid Dogs.
The Scooby-Doo ripoff with a Jeep. The Scooby-Doo ripoff with a shark. The Scooby-Doo ripoff with...
Are one of those Johnny Quest?
That's actually where I first saw Johnny Quest, too.
Okay.
Johnny Quest, Josie and the Pussycats.
Pussycats.
The Jetsons. What else?
Boy,
Flintstones.
Yeah.
Flintstones.
Oh my
Literally
God.
anything Hanna-Barbera, but it was just reruns. Until they started coming out with, they didn't call it cartoon, I don't think, but it was an experimental block where creators could come in, create basically a pilot for a TV series, and they would show it for 2 hours, and they'd cycle through whatever the ratings were for that show for that episode, that one would get greenlit, and that one would become its own series. That's
Cool.
why we have Dexter's Lab.
Yes, which is a whole banger. And just speaking, since we kind of know who Genndy is, let's just jump into some of the stuff that he's created, like the iconic stuff. Dexter's Laboratory is a huge one, and I feel like Dexter's was kind of different back in the day, because if you look at when Dexter's kind of came out, you're looking around what was it, 1996, that's what it was. And it actually went on for a hot minute. It went on for 3 years, and then it came back in 2003. Not really sure what happened. Well, no, it went on the whole
He got
time.
burnt out.
Yeah.
He, straight up, he was like, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. Maybe I'll come back to it. Let's move on to something else. Bounced between different shows and teams and everything. And later on, he was like, I'm doing it again. I got some ideas.
Yeah, he came back after leaving to work on Samurai Jack in 2000 to finish up the last. They ordered 2 more seasons in 2000, and that ran from November 2001 to finally ending in November 2003.
Yeah, which Dexter was just to me it was kind of just a fun ride, because it was I loved Billy and Mandy, get me wrong, but Billy and Mandy had that raunchiness, but Dexter's Laboratory kind of felt like it was just that good mix for me, and then the chaotic energy of Dee Dee, and knowing that there always going to be a Dee Dee in your life, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
But he was
what does this button do?
You know what it does. You've pushed it 100 times. Stop being surprised. Anyway, yeah. Actually, Dexter's where I got my first taste of anything anime, especially kaiju shit.
Oh yeah.
Because it loved to rip off kaiju shit.
Even the super monkey thing. Super
M
monkey,
is for
or
monkey, yeah. M is for monkey.
Yeah.
Actually, I still think this is the show that got me into sci-fi, and actually gave me that appreciation for science fiction.
I mean, possibly. I can see that. Another one that we all know and love is. Sorry, I was Steven Universe, but another one that we all know and love is Samurai Jack, which I don't want to go too far into, because spoiler.
Yeah, we
it
got a
might
full
show up later this
podcast
month.
about that one.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Samurai Jack is obviously a GOAT series that is a cult classic at this point. I know people are you can't say it's been a cult classic if it's not been around long enough, but screw you, Samurai Jack is a cult classic. All my homies love Samurai Jack, and if you don't, you're just not a homie. That's simple as it is. But
that's the criteria,
it's minimum
my friends.
requirement. Love Samurai Jack.
but that really. Go ahead.
Genndy left Dexter's Laboratory to go on his next adventure into Samurai Jack. And after having spent so much time doing something so creative with the comedy and whatnot with Dexter's Lab, to then go get insanely artistic and kind of abstract with Samurai Jack, man, how what a crazy career, man.
Oh,
Yeah, no, that's what I was gonna say. Is the fact that that's in. I mean, that's kind of the equivalent of making Zog, be quiet. But that's kind of the equivalent of making Infinity War and then making Endgame, 2 crazy hits back to back. I mean, not even because they're not connected, but I would say, okay, here's a better example. That's making. I don't know. That's really uncomparable, because it's not a sequel, but that's
That's making Iron Man 1 and then making Black Panther.
Yes.
Especially lost me on that one.
The beginning and then the next. Anyway.
There's
That's making
starting
Fairy Tale and then making Eden Zero. There you go, Zog.
It's like making Raid Master and then Fairy Tale.
It's like making steak and then cookies.
It's like making the Toyota Tundra and making the Tacoma. Two great quality cars.
Keep going on this, but you're not getting any better.
It's like making a dresser, but then making a baby. I don't know.
It's like making love and then crying. You just go together.
We're gonna be at this all night now. This is gonna be
So anyway, this man is done. Like, edit that out, please. But this man has done a lot of great stuff back to back, and you don't edit, so you can't say no. But things like Symbiotic Titan, which is a whole interesting thing, which kind of got his wings clipped before they really flew. But still,
it was tragic.
Such a unique art style. And excuse me, just like even looking at his more recent stuff, like Primal as of 2 years ago, Unicorn Warriors Internal, that was definitely one. Maroon, which I didn't really watch, I gotta say, but it was definitely something. And then Hotel Transylvania, which blows my mind because I still can't believe that he made that.
Yeah,
fourth one.
He's been a part of all 4 of them.
Yeah, which is too many. One is
really. I thought he jumped ship, but the second one.
No,
he was the director for the second one.
All 4. Which, first 2 pretty good. The third one's a little weird, and the fourth one, why?
I haven't watched the fourth one, but I don't plan on it.
No.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah,
I don't recommend it. He's got a Popeye movie coming. Holy shit!
I'm not watching it though.
Genndy seems like, as we have seen, he has been in the Western animation industry forever, and he's worked on a significant number of cartoon pilots. He did the pilot for The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy back in 2000 as a supervising producer.
Fire.
He did Whatever Happened to Robot Jones, which I've
also fire.
I forgot that existed. Holy shit!
Was a fire
I remember
show.
that.
This looks like Cartoon Network at that time.
It was a bang.
Yeah. No, it was strangely good for what it was. It's like you look at the art style and you're like, what? But no, it was actually pretty good.
He's also been involved in things like Periwinkle Around the World, Korgoth of Barbaria, and then out of nowhere on his list is he was the timing director for the pilot of Steven Universe.
Wild. That's so wild to me because I'm like, that extends I think that's his. Well, Primal is his most recent thing, but in terms of that's not the terms of the mask of Genndy. This is you can tell when Genndy puts out something with Primal and Symbiotic Titan, Samurai Jack.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. If you told me he did Steven Universe, I'm like, nah. But the fact that he did, so I'm like, yeah.
Well, his role was timing director, helping using his experience and knowledge of the industry to help get the idea from the show creator across the finish line to pitch. Yeah.
He isn't just a director, creator, writer, or anything like that. He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
But his big thing that he started with was storyboarding, which shows a lot in the motion, the animation and the motion of how these characters carry themselves, especially in the first Star Wars: The Clone Wars series. That miniseries still kicks ass.
No, it does,
and
especially when
ways is better than the actual one, or
especially when
more current one.
General Grievous kills Shaggy.
No,
Shaggy, whatever.
Also,
But I
love his puns.
Well, do you have to ask y'all though?
Did Star Wars just kill Shaggy off? What?
Yeah, no. Star Wars is pretty. That's some good Clone Wars. Even though people are like, oh, it is not the real Clone Wars. I'm still a baller. It's still gritty, bloody. We love it. But our boy Genndy is a master. I feel of deception, because Unicorn Warriors 22 does not look anything what you think it would look like. It looks like a dark steampunk adventure which I will be partaking in whenever it finally comes to HBO Max, because I don't know why, but it looks like I need it. So that's another thing that Genndy did. It's like, oh, okay, Unicorn Warriors Eternal. That looks fine. It's like, Symbiotic Titan. I was like, that'll be like, that sounds neat. And then you watch it and you're like, oh my god. Or like Samurai Jack. It's just gonna be an action gore fest. And you go on an emotional journey of turmoil and growth. And you're like, what? Primal's pretty. You get what you get with that. But no, I thought that was like really interesting to see.
Now that I'm looking at pictures of it, the show actually kind of reminds me of that animated Beetlejuice show.
Yeah. Nightmare Fuel. It's great.
Great.
Sure.
Now I'm excited for it.
Yeah. But like you said, he's been a part of so much. Like, he was on Duck Dodgers as a voice actor. Like, which I love Duck Dodgers.
As himself, nonetheless.
Yes. So like, I don't know if you've watched Duck Dodgers, but like I definitely would recommend it.
It's
at least
funny.
go. I feel like we all watch Duck Dodgers, but yeah. 21st century. Sorry.
I mean,
21st and a half century.
If it's Looney Tunes, I can't get enough of it. I want it.
Yeah, Looney Tunes is pretty solid. I don't know if you're drinking tea or not in tea, but we're gonna go with tea.
Don't worry about
kids.
it.
Don't worry about it.
Kids.
I love that the Duck Dodgers theme song is sung by Tom Jones.
It's
the
great.
same dude that's like, she's a lady and he's a secret agent man. Which really gives it the brevity and yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how they got that, but like that's such a
They
flex.
paid him.
Oh, true. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Money.
Yeah. But no, and the Powerpuff
Same
Girls,
reason, yeah,
which
but-
is like crazy. Like he was a supervising producer for all seasons of the Powerpuff Girl, and he was actually the recording director and storyboard artist and director for seasons 1 through 3. So, and here's the thing, there's a theory. There's a
What's
theory.
the theory?
Uh-oh.
That
Of course there is.
yes, that Samurai Jack is the dystopian future of the Powerpuff Girls world. Which-
I don't.
That Jack
Think
is
right.
that Jack is Professor X.
Professor Utonium.
Professor Utonium, yes.
There you go.
Oh, sorry.
The Powerpuff Girls' dad.
Yes, Professor. I thought about Chemical X. Oh my god, I don't think about that meme that I can't talk about.
So you call
But
him
I'm just-
Charles Xavier.
No, it's like Chemical.
I mean, Genndy
Anyway.
does have Marvel crossover, so why not?
Yes.
Why not?
He does indeed. But no, I feel like if that's true, which it could be. Like I watched a whole theory video on it like 10 years ago. But if you open your third eye and look at it, it's all real. It's all good.
All right.
But yeah. So
I think I'm
no, he's done a lot of stuff, and he's been a part of a lot of stuff. Genndy is a dope, and that's why he has his own month here on Content Breaker.
Which
But,
let's talk a little bit about what this month holds for us. We're covering 3 shows specifically.
Mm-hmm.
What are those 3 shows?
See, I was prepared with next week, but now you like hit me from the left.
Symbiotic Titan, Dexter's Lab, and Primal. We already
Yes.
talked about Samurai Jack.
Yes, which you should go check out if you haven't.
All right, give me the rundown on the first one.
So
First,
we got Symbiotic Titan, which is try not to give it away too much, but it is the story of these people from another planet who crashed to Earth and kind of have to blend in and survive until they can get back to where they were going.
I mean,
Yeah, more or less.
Don't. Of course, it's less because we want them to like tune in for the podcast next week. So
What's
yes,
that show
what
about the
is-
giant robot with the hot rod on top?
No, that's
Megas
Megas
XLR.
Yeah, I
How
know
is
the one
the-
that was cut too short before. That was
How
cut
is
down
this-
before its time.
How is this different than Megas XLR?
You're going to have to watch it and find out for the podcast next week.
Let me
it's
put it
it's
this way.
different.
very
It's
different.
Let me
Yeah.
put it this way. Symbiotic Titan was not only a fun time, it made me feel things.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I feel it.
Okay. So therapy for Zog is getting Brought up in our quarter 4 meeting.
Oh, let's be real. It's already been brought up.
So, like, next we got Primal, right? After that.
No.
Next we got Dexter's Laboratory. Okay, so Zaw, you do Primal. Strange, you do Dexter's Laboratory. What's Dexter's Laboratory about?
So Dexter's Laboratory is a cartoon show in which we follow the misadventures of one boy genius named Dexter and trying to overcome his big sister from pressing all of his buttons that make his lab explode. That's pretty much the whole show.
Did you read that?
No.
Okay. I was like,
That's
well,
off my head.
Good job.
He can be eloquent when he wants to be.
He's very eloquent. His nickname used to be Eloquent Perifonte.
No.
Yeah, I'm going on 2 hours of sleep and a whole bunch of motivation. So, that's cool. I'm excited for that one. And Zog, since please bestow us upon your great rendition of what Primal pertains.
Caveman with pet dinosaur.
Ah, yeah.
If you need any more than that to watch this show, I can't help you.
Yes. And a spear. He has a spear.
He is named Spear.
But he also has a spear.
But he also has one.
The caveman's name is Spear?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Is he the only motherfucker on the planet that has a spear to this point?
I mean, there's monkeys who
Debatably.
also have a spear, yeah. I think the monkeys have a spear.
Yeah, but they're not a dude
but
named
they're
Spear.
monkeys.
True, yeah. I mean, monkeys are violent. You see that video of that monkey with the AK-47?
Which one?
Oh, God.
Man,
Oh.
I think of all of these, I'm really just looking forward mostly to Primal. Just because of like what I know of, like I've watched a bunch of Samurai Jack, and to get more of the kind of like mature violence experience caveman artistry.
That's here.
It was
mean,
Adult Swim that offered him the show after season 5 of Samurai Jack, so...
I'm just saying, don't sleep on Symbiotic Titan, though. Like,
I don't
Symbiotic Titan
plan
had some pretty adult moments.
There's a body
Like,
count.
There is a body count, and there is a body that gets counted, if you know what I mean.
Man.
I'm surprised it was on Cartoon Network.
Episode
It
10,
was on
Lessons
Adult
in
Swim.
Have you
Love.
seen Animaniacs? Come on.
I mean, Animaniacs wasn't at the level of Symbiotic Titan.
The shit they got away with, it didn't matter.
No, yeah.
You can slip things past those censors, and Symbiotic. We'll talk about it when we get to that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So,
Can't believe it. Actually,
as you have to fight for
don't
the
worry
right,
about it.
the
Don't worry
party.
about it.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, as we can tell, as you can tell, we've been involved in a lot of Genndy in our lives. So, what has been you guys' favorite Genndy project?
Don't make me choose.
Choose. Do
Do
it.
not do this.
Do it. Do it.
Fuck you, Palpatine. Yeah.
Do it.
It's trees and then.
Sorry. What? That's the perfect Emperor
Stand
dialogue.
corrected.
No,
You
it
were
was.
definitely not Palpatine. Goddamn.
This is what he does.
He does. He goes,
He does. He does that. He lightnings people.
He does. He does.
You know Star Wars. Anyway, so
I'm
we'll
gonna
let Zog.
go with probably. I love Samurai Jack,
Same.
but probably the most memorable has to be Dexter's Lab for me.
That's fair.
Fair.
100% fair. I think for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, I would love to say Symbiotic Titan. I just wish it was. You know what? I'm gonna choose it. Symbiotic Titan was great. I just wished finished,
I feel your pain.
but overall, the comedy, the action, the setting, and everything was very well done.
I agree. For me, it's generic, but I gotta go with Samurai Jack because Phil Lamar, one of my favorite voice actors, if not my favorite voice actor of all time, just what Samurai Jack meant to me, like the season 5, the like amount of storytelling without dialogue, which showed me a whole nother like genre and appreciation for like art. I think Samurai Jack was the first cartoon that kind of made me personally feel that there was more of an animation than just it being for kids, you know? It was the first one to show me the different dimensions of animation, which helped me get that gap into, you know, anime and like kind of shape the person I am today, who's a non-douchebag. So I'm a non-douchebag.
94% of the times.
What do you say, Strange? Or Zach? I mean, shit, who are you?
Wow.
What'd you say, Zach?
God damn.
I'm here, y'all. I did
Call it
the
out
bare
for
minimum
someone
by
who's
showing
not
up.
even on the podcast.
Yeah, we saw that. I said that's none of my business.
Okay. Sorry, Strange. I was just looking at your beautiful face and your name came up, and I was like, nope, it's
That's
not
fine.
him. And I overcorrected. But yeah, so
Okay.
anyway, Samurai Jack stands on for me. Honorable mention, definitely Star Wars, Clone Wars, for sure. Honorable mention. What about you, Zal? You gotta choose, man. Gotta
Fuck
pick
you,
one.
No, I don't.
Pick one in
If
an
I-
honorable
If
mention.
I could own all of this shit on Blu-ray, I would. But the only one I do have is Samurai Jack.
Okay, there you go. That's his favorite. That's the only one you committed to. So there you go.
I love them all. They are great.
Surprised it
Apparently
wasn't
not enough to buy
Powerpuff
the
Girls.
Blu-rays.
Is there a Blu-ray for some of these?
Yes, there was a Blu-ray for Sunday Dog Titan. They had it in Best Buy for the longest time, and I almost bought it, but I was like, eh.
What?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
God damn it.
You let it slip
okay.
through your finger.
I never
didn't-
knew.
Are you gonna buy the Blu-ray for Powerpuff Girls?
Bitch, I might.
Cool. Let me borrow it. But yeah, no, Genndy. Like, wait, you thought I would say Powerpuff Girls? Or you thought Zog would say Powerpuff Girls?
Zogwood.
Yeah, I
don't
couldn't
know
see
why.
Zog liking Powerpuff
mean,
Girls more. Let me finish. More than Samurai Jack, Primal, and the other things aforementioned. Maybe Dexter's Laboratory. I can see it.
Dexter's Lab and Powerpuff Girls are about the same for me. I mean, hell, my mom still likes... My mom, she had a client whose kid really likes Powerpuff Girls, and my mom was telling me about how she almost called me right then and there just so she can get the names of the characters and talk to this kid.
You know what? My honorable mention has been changed to Powerpuff Girls because
Oh, now you want to know.
I said you could have an honorable mention. Did I not say pick your favorite and an honorable mention? So you could have had. I'm
I didn't
asking.
hear that.
Yeah, I did that. I have a jury. Jury. Did I say that?
So
What?
your honorable mention is Powerpuff Girls.
Yes, my honorable mention is Powerpuff
Okay.
Girls. What's yours, Zog? What's your favorite in? I hate you both. What's your favorite in your honorable mention, Zog?
You make me choose once, not bad enough. You make me choose again. God damn it.
Yes.
Fuck.
Which I'm just curious. I want to know you. Like Usher said in that tiny desk. I'm watching you. I gotta send that to you, Kelz, later.
No, he said, watch this, not I'm
Oh, yeah.
watching you. Genndy
God damn.
Tartakovsky.
Just
No, we're gonna make him
himself.
answer. We're gonna make him answer.
Oh, we're still waiting on an answer.
Yeah.
Well, keep
So
waiting
why-
then, motherfucker.
Okay. I'm gonna assign one to you then. What's the okay.
Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers is not a Genndy
Oh
project. If it
my
was,
God.
if
Well,
it was,
he was
mean, I guess it
only
could be.
on Duck
Yeah.
Dodgers for one episode.
But then
if
it
it
counts.
was, it would be up there.
He has touched it with his hands. Therefore,
I'm
He's
gonna
become a
assign
Genndy
him Robot Jones for his favorite.
the pilot.
Yes, that's his favorite. And his honorable mention is going to be
Flintstones on the rocks.
no Faux Paws. Faux Paws in 2000. That's his honorable mention.
It doesn't
Cool.
even have a link.
Exactly. Cool. So moving on now, let it be etched in stone. The Zog's favorites from Genndy Month will forever henceforth be known. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah,
Alright.
that's
And like that bathroom stall graffiti, everybody seems to believe.
Yes.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's very accurate.
Yeah, you didn't forward that email. That's why you're sad.
Genndy Tartakovsky.
Yes.
Western animation legend. Very excited to be doing a month on him as he continues to animate.
Yeah, I mean, he's like the GOAT, honestly. So I would like to, I didn't put this in the rundown, but I would like to ask, how do y'all feel like Genndy compares to the other, oh my gosh, it's weird to say, if we're just talking about the products themselves, not the people, because we know the answer, but just the products themselves, again, just the products themselves, Zog and Strange, because y'all are the two I'm worried about. Think about this objectively. How does Genndy and Butch Hartman, how their works?
Genndy hands down.
Okay.
Like Genndy over Butch Hartman hands down.
So let's go over Butch Hartman's work for the people who do not know. Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, other
Tough
stuff.
Puppy.
Tough
Puppy,
yes.
and Benson is a Beast, which I've not seen at all. But
Tough Puppy.
Genndy hasn't gone off the rails.
True. Again, hey, I said
But this is what he was talking about. We're talking about the works, not the
just
people.
their works.
Definitely.
Genndy's work hasn't gone off the rails either.
I would also have to say Genndy. I think Gendy's done a lot more memorable things. Not that Fairly Odd Parents and Danny Phantom aren't memorable works, but Genndy has a lot more under his belt that he's done.
No, I would also agree with Genndy. I'm just curious if there was like anybody you felt like could compare to Genndy in the grand scheme of things in the West. You know,
Not off the top of my head. That would be
Like,
a research.
Honestly, I knew Gendy's name when I was a kid, and I still know it to this day. I do not think there's any other director, writer, storyboard artist, even actor I can really say that about.
Phil Lewis, Mr. Mosby. He started in The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Then he went to go direct on that, Jesse, Bunked, and a bunch of other shows. Like, he's basically like supporting Disney as a director right now, and I'm just like, what a cool. Legend. But that's only because I mess with Mr. Mosby the hard way. But I kind of
mess with him harder than I do.
I don't know. There was some. Sorry, I'm thinking about the Prindle joke from. Do you prefer M or food?
You was funny as Mr. Mosby. I did love him as Mr. Mosby.
The scene where he just straight up jumped off the boat when he saw Zack and Cody. Hey, Mr. Mosby, I'm having hallucinations. No, this is real. That man jumped off a whole cruise ship.
I've modeled my personality after Mr. Mosby.
That makes so much sense. No,
It really does. It makes a lot of sense now.
Now we just got to get you to the short level. Like, we got to get your shorts short enough.
How short do they need to be?
I think he wears 11 inches. So
11-inch shorts. 11-inch inseam is pretty big, man. I'm wearing shorter shorts than that at the moment.
Okay, then you're ready for your boat days.
I know I have ascended. I have ascended to Mosby on a cruise line.
You do have the Mosby face pretty down pat.
Genndy,
your fiance even kind of looks like the girl he ended up with.
What?
Yeah. Miss Tutwiler, I think, was her name.
That's not Genndy, my guy.
No, I'm talking about Miss Rose. Okay, anyway. Funny enough, Gendy's wife also does look like your fiance because she's a redhead. But, I mean, not that your fiance is
my fiance is whatever she wants to be.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter because she's not going to listen to it anyway, so.
All right, wrapping up Genndy month intro with the stuff he's going to be working on soon. Like fixed Black Knight and Popeye as the director.
Oh.
Yes. And, we're going to get Unicorns coming out, I guess, this month or this year. I'm sorry. So that'll be exciting. I'm pretty hyped about that.
Look forward to it.
Black Knight looks interesting as well. So I think that's coming out as a Sony project, correct?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
But do you think that his work will continue to hold up?
Yes. As long as he stops making hotel movies. Yes, I don't.
I mean, maybe he's just using him as like a paycheck, honestly, at this point.
I mean,
why would you
get
not?
your bread. Get your bread. It's a recession. Gas
We
is so
trying.
high. I can't be mad at you. If that's the reason, just tell me. I'll support. Well, actually, it's a recession, so I might not support. But like, I'll spiritually support you. But no, I feel like Genndy has been like a class act. You never heard any problems from him or anything like, you did with Butch Hartman or the Feet guy, Dan Snyder.
Yeah, Fixed and Black Knight are both Sony
projects, yeah. So it's like, I'm excited for his upcoming works. I hope that he finds his way back to. So y'all, I told you about this, Kelz, but you never responded to my message like you rarely do. Panting and Stockings is coming back. I also told Zog.
Yeah.
So my hope for things coming back and finishing now is like at an all-time high. Like, we got Bleach, we got Panting and Stockings, we got all this. So if you can hear this, Genndy, the Symbiotic Titan fan base is still huge. Like, dead ass. Oh, yeah. No, I know you laughing strange, but like dead ass.
No, I was the one who said I would like to see it like finished.
Yes. Please come back. You did it for Samurai Jack. Please do it for Symbiotic Titan. Like, I want this, and I now have hope. So that's all I have.
Hey, you know what? I'll save it for next week. Never mind.
Okay, but yeah. So, Genndy, before you retire and put down the pen, the pad, the whatever, please finish Symbiotic Titan. And Adult Swim, you owe it to us. Like, you gave us some weird shit the past 5 years. Like, you owe us the finishing of Symbiotic Titan.
Guy, fair play. When has Adult Swim not given us weird shit?
No, it's giving us dope weird stuff, but we just got weird stuff for a while. Like,
Squidbillies.
They were born on weird ass shit.
Home movies.
Yeah.
What, 8-ounce mouse? That's another weird one.
When Robot Chicken is one of your more normal kind of shows.
Do y'all want Symbiotic Titan or not? Okay.
Yes,
I want it. I'm trying to pull a guilt trip over here. I'm trying to work my hand.
Guilt trip.
Well, fine. I guess when Symbiotic Titan 2 comes out and I get the secret screening, you're not invited over to watch it.
I mean, in a universe where Tagashi finally starts drawing manga again, we could possibly get.
We could. And you know what? Fuck it. Wait until next week. There were 10 scripts written for the Symbiotic Titan before it got canceled. And he still has them. And he's been very vocal about wanting to finish it out. So it ain't a matter of getting him involved. It's a matter of getting a studio involved.
Adult Swim, I have like $20 for you if you can make this happen. They need it. They're down bad.
Throw it on a streaming service.
No. But yeah, no, I would love to see that happen. I would love to see Genndy just come back and like I haven't seen. We don't even have a cool apprentice. We don't have a Genndy apprentice. Like, apprentice someone, please. Like,
now would be the time for him to get it. He started all this shit and did Dexter's Lab when he was like 25.
Yeah,
He's like 52 now, so now
and he's still doing stuff. None of you hoes better lose hope out there. Like, I'm talking to, can I call our listeners hoes? In a loving way.
You just did.
None of you all out there, man, never give up on yourself, because you could be 50. He started this at 25. Samuel Jackson started at 40. Remember that.
It's a bit of a different situation. Samuel Jackson's more of the inspiring story about starting late in life. Genndy's been doing this shit since 1988.
But I had to relate it back to Genndy to get to Samuel. I had to do it. Everybody's got talent.
Sure.
Everybody has those days. Hannah Montana. But yeah. So.
Hannah Montana. Lord.
I just ran out of beer, guys. So
all right, Genndy.
Drink more.
Tartakovsky. We're looking forward to the rest of Genndy month. We're doing Digimon Adventure. No, we're doing Dexter's Laboratory. We're doing Symbiotic Titan. And we're wrapping it up with the third one that I'm supposed to know.
Primal.
What's Primal?
Primal.
The one that I'm actually looking deeply forward to.
Mm-hmm.
In what order? Good question. You'll find out as we release them. But all that's coming through July for Genndy Month. You can catch us, of course, on all your podcatchers. We're talking Spotify, iTunes, Amazon Podcast, at Content Breaker, or at contentbreaker.com. I paid for that shit. You can go to the website, and it'll take you directly to the podcast feed as well. YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Content Breaker. Gentlemen, stuff too.
Stuff too at Static Dreads on Twitter with a Z. Come and check it out. Got a lot to talk about. Stuff incoming. Strange.
Stuff 3. Look for Strangely In on Twitter, Strangely Entertaining on Twitch and YouTube, and I stream 9 p.m. Central Time on Tuesdays.
Word. And of course, get the other product at your typical Shonen Protagonist for all your anime podcast needs. Next week, more Genndy. Which one is it?
The Genndy. Symbionic Titan.
Woo!